Hi guys, it's Markabusi here and we're back with another song reaction, and today we are going to be doing the song D2, I think, by Agust, who I have been informed is the rapper from BTS. Now, I have done a couple of reactions to BTS on the channel before, and I'm going to be completely upfront with you. The rapping is comfortably, I quite imagine, the worst thing about BTS. So this is going to be an absolute fucking travesty. Or it could surprise me and be absolutely fucking phenomenal. The song's called Daechwita. It's by Agust, and it's going to be either pretty good or complete fucking mince. There is no in between.
Yeah. 미쳐버린 범광의 flow 개체 출신의 영대 몸 그게 내가 곧 사는 법 미의 걱정은 말라고 나도 잃을 것만 타고 과거 뒤뒤에가 누구 내가 챙겨다 잡수고 말이 안 되지 네가 계란이 범으로 태어났지 적어도 너처럼 약하진 않지 촉박되는 강제롱 잔치 속에 존나.
Taking into consideration the amount of swagger that this man has come into this song with, he does not have the skills to back that up. Also, he just said, "You call me a pup, but I was born a tiger," and that doesn't make a fucking blind bit of sense, because surely your whole metaphor there is like you say, like you're saying that this weak thing, but actually I am a stronger version of that weak thing. So surely it would be you think that I'm a pup, but I was born a wolf, because a tiger is a cat.
Who's the king? Who's the boss? 다 알잖아 내 이름 이만 산 새끼들 당장 놈의 목을 쳐.
I just don't get this at all. The rapping's fine. The rapping's fine. But you know what, right? So, production-wise, the music's absolutely fine, right? The music is pretty decent. The trap beat's kind of cool. The bass is kind of cool on it. And it's got some pretty kind of interesting lead stuff happening with the synths and the kind of weird kind of oriental fucking lead lines. They're pretty cool and interesting, right? I don't think that his rapping is particularly good from a lyrical point of view. That could be the translations that I'm looking at. Very well might be. There's no hook to this song. His rapping is... but then it's also just the whole... See the style of rap that's like, look at me, I'm so fucking cool. It's just fucking boring, guys. Nobody gives a fuck. It's bravado for the sake of bravado with nothing to fucking back it up. You look at like Kendrick Lamar, he's rapping with like a social fucking conscience. You look at Joyner Lucas, he's rapping about societal issues that actually fucking matter. You listen to this guy wasn't born a pup, he was born a fucking tiger. It's bollocks. Unless I am completely fucking misconstruing the point of this song. Because if I am genuinely missing something, I'll go back and I'll restart this. It's a trilogy. Well, how the hell was I supposed to know? Right, okay, hold on a fucking second. I feel like I've fucked this one up, like, massively, and I'm unable to pull it back at this point. Because I feel like I've misunderstood the lyrics from the very start, thought it was about one thing, and it turns out it's about a completely different thing, and all I'm seeing now is all the comments going to be in the video going and telling me that I'm a fucking idiot, because it's actually about this, and how dare I get it wrong? Right. Fuck this.
Yeah. Oh.
Right, what does Daechwita mean? What does Daechwita... Because I think that might help me. So, guys, I, full disclosure, listened to quite a bit of this song already, and I completely misunderstood the whole point of the song, so I've decided to start it again from scratch. I have got chat helping me. They're telling me what the song's about, and they're kind of filling me in with some of the blanks and stuff, because I feel like with a song like this, if I go in as blind as I tend to go into a song, I'm going to not get half of this song. If I don't understand what the fuck the song's about, then what I'm listening to is just a kind of generic rap song, and I'm not going to like it. So, I've decided to start again, to give it a fair shake, so that I can understand what the fuck the song's about, what the guy is trying to get across, because it turns out it's part of a trilogy. I feel like that's only fair to do, because I keep on writing off BTS, and then people tell me there's all these deeper meanings that I just never picked up on, because why would I? I don't know anything about them, so how could I possibly know the deeper meanings? So, as far as I can tell, this song at this point is about a guy who's an emperor, and he is having a battle of wills, maybe an existential battle of wills between his younger self and what he is at the moment. And I think what he is at the moment is a cunt.
범으로 태어났지 적어도 너처럼 약하지 않지 촉박되는 강제롱잔치 속가 존나게 어이없지 싹 다 죽여 난 예의 없이 새끼 그래 너 예외 없이 flexing 난 없지.
Right, so the guy in the black is the emperor now, talking to the guy in the white back then, and the guy in the white was like, I'm paraphrasing here, but look at the fucking nick of you, mate. And then the guy in the black is... Right, so I've got it the wrong way around. Right, so the guy in the white is the modern day equivalent of him, who's looking back... Fuck me. Right, so is the trilogy about a guy who used to be an emperor and then had a downfall, and the peasant version is the humble one who's looking back on the emperor and going, this is how this happened. What the fuck is this? Apart from the most impossible fucking song to react to of all time. None of this is in the fucking song. None of this exists. I'm going to have a meltdown at this point. This is fucking brutal to try and react to. Right. We'll go again. The guy in the black is an emperor from the past who is currently saying to his younger self, no, to his older self, who's the guy in the white. The guy in the white is a peasant who used to be a fucking emperor, and he's talking to the guy in the black who is him in the past as an emperor, and he's saying, you were a cunt, mate, and he's saying, fucking look at you, you wee prick, you're a peasant, I'm the fucking emperor, who you talking to? Wee man. I think that's what's happening. What the fuck? I don't get it. I don't get what's going on. Musically, it's fine.
Yo, who's the king? Who's the boss? 다 알잖아 내 이름 이만산 새끼들 당장 놈의 목을 쳐.
Right, I get it. I get that it's a duality of self, right? I get that, but is there no like a time skip happening there? Where like one of them's or I don't get it then. If it's a duality of self, then they should both be in the current period, and the white guy shouldn't be a peasant, because he should also be an emperor, and it should just be they're both emperors who they're the same fucking emperor, but they're having a kind of battle of wills as to what kind of emperor they're going to be. I don't get what's going on, and it's not explaining it very well at all. I'm choosing to see it as white clothed, by the way, white clothed emperor, white clothed peasant as emperor, future emperor, and he's looking back at past emperor and saying, you're a prick, and he's saying, I cut folks' heads off, because fuck all yous guys. That's where I'm at so far. 내가 천천히 메꾸서 그런 이유로 약간 발단에 애잔하게 끝이 없는 재능이 없는 거지 뭐 원하는 건 모두 가졌지 이제는 뭘 더 가져야만 만족이 될지 내가 원했던 건 너 때문에 넌 담은 걸걸 이 다음은 도대체 뭐지 그 다음은 그래 뭘까 관심이 느껴지는 현타 위가 없는 현상 위험보다 난 이젠 강하리만 보다가 이대로 척추하고 I'm a king, I'm a boss 새겨놓아 내 이름 이만산 새끼들 당장 놈에 줘 I'm a king, I'm a boss 다 알잖아 내 이름 이만산 새끼들 당장 놈에 먹을 줘 I don't know what's going on, right? Yeah, the sound production on it is fucking great, right? Is like I said before in the previous reaction that you guys will never see because I'm going to edit the living fuck out of it. It's got some really cool trap beats. It's got a really cool bass sound. I really like the kind of use of the Oriental lead lines. It gives it a nice texture, gives it a nice flavour. I think his rapping is fine, but it's hard for me as a non-native speaker of that language to really be able to judge the rapping that well because the flow's lost for me because it's just a wall of syllables. I'm trying to follow the story. I'm struggling massively. I will say, right, see the chorus part, I don't get what it means, but it's catchy enough. It's catchy enough. You guys hold BTS to a much higher standard than I do. I think it's fine. It's a pretty decent chorus. It would be fine if anyone else had done it as well. I think when I walk into a BTS reaction, because I know the size of the fandom and how pronounced the fandom is, I kind of expect more. So then when I just get fine, I'm then disappointed. At this point, right, it feels a bit like. So the Emperor sentences peasant self to death. I don't understand that. No, it's not that I think this is complex. It's that I don't think it's explained itself very well as to what's actually going on. And I think it's because, or if I'm being honest with you, I don't think Waffles explained it very well as to what's going on. Right, so at this point, here's where I'm at, right? I think that it's a song about someone who came from nothing and rose their way up the ranks to become some kind of emperor, and when they became the emperor, the more power that they got, the more corrupt they became, and then there was some kind of reckoning at some point. Either that, or he's reached a pinnacle of his power, and he's done all of these despicable acts, but there's still a part of him, that was that wee fucking peasant guy who built his way up, who still has a conscience and is trying to kind of have an existential argument with his current self about where he's going as a human being. So there's like a battle of wills happening and his conscience about what kind of guy he wants to be, and I think the Emperor at this point is about to try and sacrifice him and therefore win. I then also think that all of that is a metaphor for how Agust came up from nothing, from a young boy, joined BTS, got more and more powerful, and with that inflated his fucking ego to the point where he then had to sit and have a conversation with himself about, do I want to become a complete fucking monster because of the amount of fame and money and everything that's getting thrown at me, or do I want to become a decent person despite all of this stuff and remember who I was when I first came up? I think that's where we're at. So I think the whole fucking thing, this entire time, has been a metaphor for his career and how he sees himself as a person, blah de blah de blah, which in turn is a metaphor for imperialism, which affects me as a fucking imperialist, and I think it's also a metaphor for people's place in society, and it's got something to do with the miners' strikes of the 80s. I think Thatcherism has got a lot to do with this. I'm just not 100% sure yet where that factors in. Okay, so he's not dead. Well, that ended on a weird bit of a cliffhanger. Okay, right. Here's what I'm going to say, right? That took a lot of effort to get to me having a sense of understanding of the song and what it was trying to achieve and all the fucking rest of that stuff, right? And I get, listen, for yous watching, it's been a train wreck. It's been a train wreck here as well, right? I have been struggling. Musically, I don't really particularly love that song. I thought it was, from a production point of view, pretty good. I think it's, as a song, fairly forgettable. If I listened to it on the radio, I wouldn't pay any attention, and that's my personal taste in music. That's what that is. What I will say is, having sat down, paid attention, paid the video attention, and listened to the lyrics, read the lyrics, blah 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 blah, that was kind of fucking genius. It was kind of legitimately kind of genius. Using that story as a metaphor for his own life, really, really clever. It was really well put across. It was kind of hard for me to follow at first because I don't really know a lot of BTS, and I think that if you've got that shorthand already, then it's easier for you to make your way into that song. If you do pay enough attention and you do get out of it what they're trying to put into it, then yeah, that's actually it's clever. It's got good energy. It's got nothing to do with Margaret Thatcher. That was a joke. It's pretty decent, actually. I know. You're like, why is he so shocked? I just am. Deal with it. But that was actually pretty good, to the point where I kind of do want to check out the other two parts to see where the fuck the story goes from here, because it is legitimately more interesting than I expected it was gonna be. But okay, let me know in the comments below, guys, and I don't want to know if he's liked the song or not, right? I don't, because he's will tell me anyway. But I do want to know if yous think that it would be worth my time to react to the other two parts, or if I've angered you so much that you do not want me to go back near this again. Just let me know. I will finish the trilogy if that's what you guys want me to do, but if you don't, if you hate me, fine. I understand. It is what it is. I've been Markabusi. Thank you guys for watching, and I may or may not see you next time.